Have you ever noticed that when you're on the verge of winning an award, you realize the victory comes at a very big cost? Well, that's what Lincoln found out in the episode I'm going to talk about today. So join me as I, SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, bring you another retro review from past seasons of The Loud House. Cue the intro! Today's episode is Making the Case. In this episode, Lincoln enters a video contest at school so he can win an award to put in the family trophy case, but his winning video includes clips of his sisters going through some rather embarrassing moments. This episode establishes Lincoln as the only sibling to have never won any kind of award, and he can't seem to win at anything for that matter. So hey, why not enter a video contest? However, I take issue with why he entered the contest in the first place. He only wanted to win a trophy just for the sake of winning a trophy so he could have something to put in the display case like his other sisters. That's something I've never liked even to this day. I mean, I understand if he feels left out and perhaps a little jealous of his sisters' accomplishments, but at least their awards were based on what defines them as characters. If making videos is what defined Lincoln's character, and if that was the foundation to who he was starting in the pilot episode, then him entering the contest at school would make sense if his goal were to be a great filmmaker when he gets older. But seeing how this is only the fourth installment of the series, and how he doesn't have any standout qualities by the time this episode was made, him entering the video contest just comes off as his way of saying, I want people to notice me, or something like that. That's pretty much the basis for Lincoln's character in the Netflix movie, and you can definitely see the similarities between the two. But anyway, his first video of him doing his own version of the Diet Coke and Mentos stunt doesn't go over too well, so he decides to make a comedy video by secretly capturing his sisters during some very awkward moments when they think no one is looking. The girls find out about the video after their brother uploads it to the internet, and they rightfully call him out for doing it. I know people get mad at the sisters for lashing out, and even Lucy for saying she no longer has a brother, but their anger is justified, and it's hard to say it's not. The old saying is, once something is on the internet, it stays there forever. Regardless of whether only a few or many people saw that compilation video and shared it with others around the world, the fact is Lincoln posted those moments without any one of his sisters' approvals, and even Luann told him earlier in the episode that you never post a video of someone without that person's consent. It's strange how Lincoln didn't know that was an actual unspoken rule, despite Luann clearly telling him about it in the beginning. But yeah, Lincoln was in the wrong by completely ignoring what Luann told him right from the start, and his sisters being mad at their brother for what he had done was perfectly warranted. Maybe a little over the top, but definitely not as cruel as some may think. Still, Lincoln decided to take down his contest entry despite knowing he was going to lose to a hamster cam video that a lot of people enjoy for some reason, and then he makes it up to his sisters by posting a compilation of his own embarrassing moments, all of which were filmed by Luann at some point in the past. I always have to wonder why Luann holds on to such a massive collection of embarrassing Lincoln videos if she knows she would never post them online without asking him first. I mean, seriously, she even walked into the bathroom and pulled back the curtain just to film him singing in the shower. I have to ask, especially in the case of the shower video, why does she film this stuff and hold on to it? For blackmailing purposes? It's anyone's guess, and I'm afraid to find out why. Regardless, Lincoln ends up becoming a laughingstock at school because of his own humiliating video, and his sister stopped being mad at him as a result. Seems like a very unfair trade-off with all things considered, but again, Lincoln had agency in his actions, and he should have known better when he was outright warned not to do what Luann talked about earlier. Then he gets a Most Improved Brother trophy from the girls as a token of their appreciation for what he had done to make amends for earlier. Depending how you feel about it, it's one of those endings where you think he comes out as a winner, but he still lost both the video contest and what I suspect was a good standing with his classmates. Overall, this is one of those episodes I file under the category of episodes that simply exist. The story isn't all that great given how it wasted the opportunity to define Lincoln's character in the long run so he can have something to put in the trophy case that represents who he is and not just to satisfy his need to feel included. Nothing of particular interest stands out either, although I will make a note on Lori being very adamant about not having a flatulence problem even though it's all on video. video. She really insists that it's actually her shoes making those noises even when she lets one rip while standing next to her sisters. That part I did find a little funny. Between that and Clyde creepily finding those toots of hers to be music to his ears, this episode is pretty much stupid from start to finish. With that said, I give Making the Case a 5 out of 10. Well folks, that concludes my review of Making the Case. So I gotta ask, what did you guys think of this episode? Sound off in the comments below, and be sure to click that subscribe button for more Loud House related content. That's going to do it for me. I'll catch you guys for the next video, but until then, this is SteamTeamRedubUK, CC Trainor-Ling, signing off. Peace out, home slices.